The Mongolian steppe stretches as far as the eye can see. It's a land of vast emptiness, sculpted by wind and hardship. Yet from this unforgiving landscape rose a figure who would come to conquer much of the known world. He was Genghis Khan, a name that still echoes with a mixture of awe and terror. Born Temujin, his early life was a brutal lesson in survival. He saw the fragility of power and the ruthlessness of ambition, but these trials forged within him an iron will and a vision for a united Mongol people. His story is not just one of conquest, though his military achievements are legendary. It's a story of how a boy, orphaned and alone, rose to reshape the destiny of empires. Genghis Khan's impact on history is undeniable, his legacy a complex tapestry of brutality and brilliance. Join me now as we journey back through time, tracing the footsteps of this legendary conqueror across the vast canvas of history. We will explore the life and times of Genghis Khan, a man who, for better or worse, changed the course of civilization. Imagine a childhood where survival is not a given, but a prize fought for every single day. That was the reality for young Temujin. Born into a world of nomadic tribes and shifting alliances, he knew only the harsh laws of the steppe. His world was shattered when his father, a respected chieftain, was poisoned by a rival clan. Temujin, barely a teenager, was left to fend for himself and his family. They were abandoned by their own tribe, left to scrape by on the edges of survival. Hunger was a constant companion. Danger lurked around every bend. Temujin even endured enslavement for a time, a testament to the brutal realities of the era. Yet these hardships did not break him. They tempered his spirit, sharpening his cunning and resolve. He learned to read the shifting winds of loyalty, to judge the character of men, and to fight for every inch of ground. These early years, though cruel, were the making of Genghis Khan. They instilled in him the qualities of a survivor, a leader who would rise from the ashes of adversity to claim his destiny. The nomadic tribes of Mongolia were a fractured force, constantly vying for dominance. Their infighting weakened them, making them vulnerable to outside threats. Temujin, hardened by his difficult upbringing, saw an opportunity. He envisioned a united Mongolia, a powerful force that could sweep aside its enemies. Through a combination of strategic brilliance and unwavering resolve, he began to unite the disparate tribes. He forged alliances, some through marriage, others through displays of strength and ruthlessness. He was a charismatic leader, inspiring loyalty in those who followed him. His reputation as a skilled warrior and a just ruler spread. Tribes flocked to his banner, recognizing in him a leader who could bring stability and prosperity. By 1206, Temujin had achieved the impossible. He had united the Mongol tribes under his rule. In a grand assembly, he was proclaimed Genghis Khan, the oceanic ruler, a title befitting his ambition and his destiny. The rise of Genghis Khan marked a turning point in Mongol history. No longer would they be a divided people, but a unified force poised to leave an indelible mark on the world. The Mongol army under Genghis Khan was a force unlike any the world had ever seen. It was a cavalry-based army, with warriors trained from childhood to ride and shoot with deadly accuracy. Their horses were more than just mounts. They were partners in warfare, swift and agile, able to cover vast distances. Genghis Khan was an innovator in military tactics. He understood the importance of speed and maneuverability. His armies could strike with lightning speed, appearing out of nowhere to overwhelm their enemies. He employed psychological warfare, using fear and disinformation to weaken the resolve of his opponents. He valued loyalty and merit above all else. He promoted soldiers based on their skills, not their social standing. This created a highly motivated and disciplined army, fiercely loyal to their Khan. He also incorporated skilled engineers and siege weapons from conquered territories, further enhancing the Mongol army's effectiveness. The Mongol army was a well-oiled machine, a testament to Genghis Khan's military genius. It was this army that would carry the Mongol banners to the ends of the known world. Section 5. An Empire of Grasslands. Under Genghis Khan's leadership, the Mongol Empire exploded outwards from the steppes of Central Asia. It was an unprecedented wave of conquest. Fueled by the might of the Mongol army, and the strategic brilliance of their Khan. They swept across northern China, conquering the Xixia and Jin dynasties. They pushed westwards, conquering the Khwarezmian Empire in Persia and parts of Central Asia. Genghis Khan's thirst for conquest seemed insatiable. He led his armies with ruthless efficiency. Cities that resisted were put to the sword, their populations decimated. His name became synonymous with terror, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies. Yet he was also a pragmatic ruler. He understood that a stable empire required more than just brute force. He offered conquered people a choice: submit and be spared, or resist and face annihilation. Many chose to submit, recognizing the futility of resistance. By the time of his death in 1227, the Mongol Empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean in the east to the Caspian Sea in the west, encompassing a vast swathe of Asia. It was the largest contiguous land empire in history, a testament to the ambition and military prowess of its founder, Genghis Khan. Section 6. A ruler's justice. Genghis Khan was a man of contradictions. He was a ruthless conqueror, responsible for the deaths of millions. Yet he was also a shrewd administrator who understood that lasting power required more than just military might. He despised betrayal and valued loyalty above all else. He promoted individuals based on merit, not their lineage or social standing. This meritocratic system, a radical departure from the norms of the time, helped to consolidate his power and ensure the loyalty of his subjects. He was surprisingly tolerant of different religions. Though he himself followed Tengrism, the traditional religion of the Mongols, he allowed freedom of worship within his empire. He recognized that religious tolerance was essential for maintaining stability in such a diverse realm. He implemented a system of laws known as the Yasa, which codified Mongol customs and traditions. The Yasa emphasized obedience to the Khan, the importance of justice, and the protection of trade routes. It was a harsh code, with severe punishments for transgressions, but it provided a framework for governance and helped to maintain order within the vast empire. Genghis Khan, the warrior, proved to be a capable ruler, laying the foundations for an empire that would long outlive him. Section 7. The Silk Road Awakens. The Mongol conquests had a profound impact on trade and cultural exchange. Under Genghis Khan, the Silk Road experienced a resurgence. Trade flourished with the Mongol Empire's peace and stability. Merchants could traverse vast distances safely. Goods flowed freely, bringing wealth to the empire. Chinese silks reached Europe, while European silver traveled east. The exchange of goods was accompanied by ideas and culture. The Mongol Empire became a crossroads of civilizations. Section 8. The Law of the Yasa. The Yasa was more than just a set of laws. It was a reflection of Genghis Khan's vision for a just and orderly society. It was a comprehensive legal code covering everything from criminal justice to family matters, from the conduct of war to the protection of the environment. The Yasa emphasized obedience to the Khan as the supreme authority. Disobedience was met with swift and brutal punishment. The code also stressed the importance of honesty, loyalty, and hospitality. Genghis Khan believed that these virtues were essential for maintaining social harmony. The Yasa promoted religious tolerance, reflecting Genghis Khan's own pragmatic approach to governance. It forbade the persecution of people based on their religious beliefs, a remarkable stance in an era marked by religious intolerance. The code also included provisions for the protection of messengers and ambassadors, recognizing the importance of diplomacy and communication. It outlawed the kidnapping of women and the selling of people into slavery, reflecting a concern for the vulnerable in society. The Yasa, though harsh in its punishments, aimed to create a society governed by law, where order and stability prevailed. It was a testament to Genghis Khan's vision as a ruler, his desire to create a lasting legacy that extended beyond military conquest. Section 9. A legacy forged in time. Genghis Khan died in 1227, but his empire lived on, expanding further under his successors. He forged the largest contiguous land empire ever seen. His military achievements are legendary. He opened up trade routes, facilitating cultural exchange. The Mongol conquests were brutal, leaving a trail of destruction. In Mongolia, Genghis Khan is revered as the father of the nation. Globally, his legacy is complex, a mix of admiration and condemnation.